This is actually a take two because I tried filming this video yesterday and I accidentally forgot to start the audio, so my microphone was not recording the whole time. So we're gonna try this again. I confirmed that the microphone is going, so here we go. I made this lasagna a couple nights ago. I think it's the first time I've ever actually made lasagna myself. But it's very good. So, unfortunately, the middle is still a little cold. So we're gonna pause the video quick and we're gonna make sure it's nice and hot for you. So, I will be right back. Alright. Can you guys hear that? It's nice and steamy now. We might actually have to separate this. This is really hot on my hand. Ooh-wee. I don't know if the steam is being picked up on the camera, but that is extra steamy. Well, anyway, while I was heating this up, I also grabbed myself a Celsius. I don't know if you guys have ever tried a Celsius, but they are really tasty. This one is tropical vibe, but the Celsius has vitamins and stuff like that in it too. Calcium, vitamin C, niacin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, which I'm not sure what that is or what it does, and then chromium. Interesting. But this is the tropical vibe, which is supposed to be sparkling star fruit and pineapple, but it's pretty darn good. simple. It just takes a lot of time because of all the steps that are involved. But you basically start by browning some Italian sausage. You can go mild or spicy. I prefer spicy, although they only had mild, so I grabbed some mild and then I added my own spice. And then what you do, you brown your... Hey, no. Peppy is trying to drink my Celsius. But you brown your sausage, and then while that's browning, you chop up an onion, and then some, I think it's 2 cloves of garlic. So an onion, 2 cloves of garlic, throw that in with your meat. Once that's done, let those onions get a little translucent, and then you take that once the onions and garlic are all nice and tasty, you add your can of sauce. Then you're gonna take some oregano and some basil, and you're gonna throw that into the sauce. I added a little fennel as well. And then, while that sauce is cooking, you're gonna get your noodles started. So, you're gonna have a pot of water that you're boiling up. So you got a pot of water that you boil up, and throw your noodles in, and then while you're doing that, while those noodles are cooking, you're gonna mix up 4 cups or 2 tubs. Most tubs are like 15-16 ounces, but you're gonna use 2 tubs of ricotta cheese, 1 egg, and like 2.5 to 3 cups of like mozzarella. That's what I used, or any other like white Italian cheese, but most people just use mozzarella. You mix that all up together. Oh, and you chop up some spinach and mix that in with the cheese as well. And then once your noodles are done, you're gonna strain them. You're gonna put a little bit of your sauce in the bottom. So I actually had saved a little bit of sauce that I didn't cook into the meat, so that I could put on the bottom and on the top of the lasagna. But basically you start with a little sauce on the bottom so that the noodles don't stick. And then you do a layer of noodles, do a little bit of your cheese, a little bit of your meat sauce, and then another layer of noodles, and then another layer of cheese mixture, and meat sauce, and then noodles. And you kind of just layer it like a cake. And with my box of noodles, I believe I had like 20 something noodles in there, so I ended up doing like, I think it was like 6 layers of noodles. But once you get done doing your layers, I did one final layer of noodle, and then I topped it off with sauce without the meat, like I had said, and then a sprinkle of the mozzarella and like Parmesan and Romano and stuff. And then once you got all that together, you'll have, well, hopefully you had started your oven earlier, but at 350, you're gonna cook it for 45 minutes. And it comes out just amazing. After you take it out, you're gonna want to let it sit. I think you let it rest for like 10 minutes or so, and then it's ready to serve. I do love lasagna though. It's one of my favorites. My mom's mom, my grandma, my mom's mom, she makes me a lasagna for my birthday every year because it's my favorite. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my lasagna is as good as hers, but pretty close. My grandma's a darn good cook. But I don't know, for my first time ever like doing it by myself, I think I did a pretty good job. Don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but actually I do mean to toot my horn. I don't know. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty good cook. My girlfriend thinks so. She says I need to stop cooking for her, otherwise I'm gonna make her fat. But that's alright. As long as we're happy, we can be fat together. Fat and happy. That's a good combo. I mean, are we truly American if we're not fat? Uh-oh, the kitty's trying to get into my plate now. Although, I'm not sure she'll go for it. I know that, she does like cheese a lot, but it's got a lot of sauce and other things in it, and she's kind of a picky kitty. And now she's rubbing it on the camera mount. So you guys are kind of shaking a little bit because of her. She's so cute though. Yeah, exactly. And she's fighting me now. Anyway, guys have been enjoying everything so far. I know that if you've made it this far, you're a true fan. So I appreciate you. And the journey that we've been on together has been a fun one, to say the least. I've been enjoying it, especially now that I've had a little more time on my hands to be able to invest in making better meals and being able to sit down and film and having the time to edit and all those. And I've been able to up the frequency just a little bit, which is nice. So I'm hoping to keep that going. But at the very least, we're gonna have at least one video a week for you guys, at the very least. So more likely 2 videos a week. But we're gonna see. I've kind of been able to structure my days in a way that I feel like I can reasonably do a video every other day, but that's something that probably won't be super consistent. But when I do have the extra time, I will be trying to do that. So got a little hair on the microphone, but we will be trying to do that. So I meant to tell you guys too, this frickin' city of mine. So the neighbor, now mind you, it's not a very nice car. It's a really crappy looking car, and the back window is busted out and stuff like that. But it's their daily driver. Like they drive this car every single day. Like it moves every single day. But the city came by and they put one of those big like abandoned vehicle stickers, you know, those big orange things on the side of it, and I cannot believe it. I feel so bad for them. That big ugly sticker, and it's literally the car that they drive every single day. I hope that they raise hell. I hope that they tell them what's what. Sometimes I don't like, well, not sometimes, pretty much all the time, I don't really like the city and how the decisions that they make and all that. Like, I just want to have my little piece of property out in Timbuktu where I get to make the laws. But I mean, obviously there's still laws that I have to follow, but you get what I mean. There's not gonna be an HOA, there's not gonna be like these like city ordinances in place and all that. Like, we can be loud and we can shoot guns and fireworks and whatever else, and we can drive trucks and we can, you know, who knows, whatever we want to do, but we can do it. We can build buildings without having to get these crazy permits if it's just gonna be a shed or a frickin' barn or something, you know. Like, we don't gotta get all these, cause like I was wanting to build a shed in the back for the garden and store all the garden tools and everything back there, but yeah, even for a shed I was gonna have to pull some permits. So it's ridiculous. Any sort of structure with a roof. So what are you gonna do? I do like the tropical vibes. I just like Celsius in general. It's pretty good. I try to avoid amounts of caffeine like that, but guys could probably tell I'm freaking amped now. but, yeah, no, we've got a decently busy afternoon to get after, so it'll help. It'll help me stay productive, hopefully. But I'm gonna do a little more work at the house. We're coming along on that. Been making some really good progress on that. So we're really close. We're probably only a couple or weeks or so off from getting that thing on the market. So that's really exciting. And then garden has been growing like crazy. It survived all the storms that came through, so that's nice. Green beans haven't blown me away this year, but the snap peas I was a little worried about because it got so hot there for a minute, but it seems like they made it through the heat and they're kind of bouncing back and throwing some more stuff out, so hopefully I'll get some more pea pods. But cucumbers have been exploding, my cantaloupes have been exploding, my corn has been exploding, so a lot of that stuff has really liked all this rain and they've been drinking it right up, so it's been pretty solid. So but anyways, I don't really have that much more for this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed the lasagna. It is the best thing in the world. So I challenge you guys to maybe look up your own little recipe and try out some lasagna yourself. Try and level up some of your dinners and challenge yourself a little bit. I know that it's been kind of fun for me to do this, so I encourage you guys. And if that's not your thing, hey, that's cool too. There's some awesome frozen lasagna options from places like Stouffer's and stuff like that, so so you guys can check out that, I mean, there's even this place, Italian place that's kind of nearby us that has really, really good lasagna too, so that might be an option for you guys if you don't feel like investing all the time, because I think start to finish it took me like maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to complete the lasagna, so, but, yeah, anyways, totally worth it, so, but, probably just wrap the video up there. I was, wondering if I had any other segues, but probably not. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed